First of all, you're way too kind. Okay, you are the driving force behind this, and I think on behalf of myself and those you've already mentioned, we want to thank you for everything you've done and continue to do. One of the questions I always get, regardless of where we're at, who we're talking to, is how does MSP fit into cyber when it comes to investigations or complaints or some of the things we do within cyber. And just to give you a 2-second summary here, we have the Michigan Cyber Command Center, as Kristen has already mentioned. We have our computer crimes unit that we've been a part of, involved in since about 1999, 2000. We've got 8 offices, 7 locations throughout Michigan, over 100 people working in those offices dedicated to cyber and computer crimes of all kind. That also includes the uniformed folks, men and women, civilian side, forensic examiners, not only just MSP, but we have a great crew. We have a compilation of local law enforcement, federal law enforcement, Department of Corrections, National Guard, and I'm probably forgetting another group, but they all work out of our offices for the same mission. And a lot of what we work on, I mean, you name it, our primary focus is critical infrastructure, energy, communications, water, you name it, as far as customers go, local and state government. We work with a lot of state government or local government throughout the state that just don't have the IT staff they need. So we provide a lot of assistance to them, especially when they see issues or they think they see issues. Businesses, small, medium, large, of all types, same thing. The larger businesses typically have their own IT staff, and they do quite well. The smaller ones, and some medium, usually are looking for assistance, so we help them out quite a bit. And I'm not going to forget the other 500 plus law enforcement agencies in Michigan. A big part of what we do when it comes to cyber investigations is assist them, because we are a state agency, with their cyber investigations regarding forensic exams. I mean, you name it, however we can provide assistance. And then, of course, there's the citizens. That includes everybody else in Michigan, right? So the type of investigations, I get asked this too, what do you take on? I mean, you name it, it's across the board. From business email compromises to illegal electronic transfers of funds, ID theft, ransomware, child exploitation crimes is a big one. And then last but not least, you can throw in network intrusions and breaches. That's what the specialty is for the Michigan Cyber Command Center, or the MC3 as we call it. You know, our primary focus is criminal investigations and criminal prosecution. On the proactive side, we look at cybersecurity, prevention and awareness. How can we get that word out? And there's a multitude of ways we do that based upon what we see and what we have coming into the door. But to tie this back into the Cybercrime Support Network, a large percentage of the calls we get, and Kristen's already mentioned this, are simply people asking, and even when we're out doing presentations, the #1 question we get is, who do we call? And we would typically tell them, call who you're comfortable with. Is it local law enforcement? Is it the Sheriff's Department? Is it the federal law enforcement, FBI, Secret Service, or the state? Because regardless, the call is going to get to where it needs to go. You know, a lot of this is, well, we don't really want to call law enforcement. We're just looking for information. We're just looking for help. And, you know, they feel like they're bothering law enforcement. So that is a key component of the collaborative efforts between CSN, law enforcement in Michigan, to be able to provide the information they want, whether they're simply looking for information because they've been a victim of a crime, they want to gain more information because they don't want to be a victim of a crime, or one of the things we hear a lot is, I just want to help somebody else based on what I've been through. How do I do that? So CSN is going to be a great resource for that, that gap that we've had. And it complements everything we do. So long story short, it's a good day in West Michigan. And I want to thank you for everything you've done. If there's anything else we can do, let us know. Thank you.